What is going on? I'm East Coast Pete. I'm your host. Welcome to my show without a name. And today I'm going to look at Smashing Pumpkins. I gotta tell you, I've had an on-again, off-again relationship with this band. Presently, it's in the on mode. So here goes. They're alternate rock from Chicago. Billy Corgan, Darcy Wretzky, James Iha, and Jim Chamberlain, and later Jeff Schroeder. They're goth, metal, dream pop with a dash of shoegaze. Corgan writes the lyrics, which have been described as anguished, bruised reports from Billy Corgan's nightmare land. Yeah. Corgan had been in a band in Florida called Marked, and it was goth. When they broke up, he returned to his native Chicago, where he met James Iha. They jammed with a drum machine. Darcy Wretzky came in on bass. Jazz drummer Jim Chamberlain changed the band's sound to power rock. And Butch Vig produced their first album, Gish. It did well, but not overwhelmingly so. The single, Rhinoceros, found its way onto college radio playlists. They signed with Virgin and opened for the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Jane's Addiction. Things were not okay. Iha and Wretzky, who had been together, had a messy breakup. Chamberlain gave in to alcohol and drugs, and Corgan went into a deep depression and lived in a parking garage for a time. Grunge pushed alt-rock into the spotlight. It was cool to be alt and edgy, but not punk. Smashing Pumpkins relocated to Marietta, Georgia, a suburb of Atlanta. This was done to cut Chamberlain off from his drug connections. Corgan was seen as a tyrant in the studio, and Chamberlain found new drug connections, and Corgan was suicidal. The album Siamese Dream did well in spite of all of this, went to number 10 in the United States. You'd think that the indie public would be glad for the band's success, but success isn't cool, so the fans that got the band to the top abandoned them when they got there. Husker Du frontman Bob Mould called them grunge monkeys. I think he's thinking about the TV show The Monkees because of their success. Not that they're, simian. Corgan took on a new look. He shaved his head and black t-shirts with the word zero on the front and silver pants. That's a Gen X icon now. The Smashing Pumpkins made an appearance on The Simpsons Homerpalooza episode, and that was pretty funny. I'm not a big Simpsons fan, haven't been for many years, but I liked that episode. A 17-year-old fan was crushed to death in a mosh pit at a Smashing Pumpkins show not long after touring keyboardist OD'd in New York City in the company of Chamberlain, who was fired. But the band's reputation took another hit, and the band broke up in 2000. Corgan toured with New Order and contributed vocals on their comeback album, Get Ready. And then in 2007, Smashing Pumpkins reformed, but without Eha or Retsky. Jeff Schroeder, Ginger Reyes, and Lisa Harrington were the new touring personnel. The new album, Zeitgeist, went out to mixed reviews, with half the original lineup gone. This is not unexpected. The rhythm section changed again. Nicole Florentino and Mike Byrne were in. The new album, Oshena, was a success, went to number 4 in the US, and this was in 2012. Tommy Lee of Motley Crue took over on drums, since a drummer on all forms of drugs and alcohol was somehow a necessity. In 2015, they toured with Marilyn Manson on the End Times tour. And then, in 2018, Eha and Chamberlain returned. Yeah, okay. Here's the discography. 1, Gish in 91. I Am One. Siva. More Rhinoceros. Soft and Pretty. Of course, but so impressive because you can tell that Corgan is really onto something here. Bury Me, it's dang good. Crush, Suffer, a little like Gary Newman, sorry, not Greg. Tuned down, but there is some tremolo. Shh, don't tell Gary. Window pane, slow. You get a bunch of Sloans with Smashing Pumpkins. It's that loud, soft, loud thing. Daydream. And it really is a great debut. And I think it's my favorite. 2, Siamese Dream in 93. Cherub Rock is nice. Today, it's a hit. More Hummer. Smooth Rocket. Drums are much more laid back. Disarm. Chimes Soma. Mo Night Have Here. Geek USA. This is Green Day-esque. Mayonnaise. I do like mayonnaise. Space Boy. Not Sponge Boy. Space Boy. Silverfuck. It's heavier. Jungle Drums. Sweet, sweet. But I think Gish was better. 3, Melancholy. And the Infinite Sadness in 95. Tonight. It's like Funhouse Moonshot, Jelly Belly, Zero Duck and Cover, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, Foo and Ode to No One, Love. Vocals are now quite annoying. I'm going to go all the way on to Zeitgeist because I didn't like Adore or the 2 Machina albums very much. Maybe you guys do like that, in which case I'm sorry, but I'm sure you can find someone else to provide information about them. Go to Zeitgeist in 07. Doomsday Clock. Oh, wait a minute, I get it. This one's about global warming, I think. 7 Shades of Black, Bleeding the Orchid, Pomp and Circumstance. This is the best album since Siamese Dream. Next is Oshena in 12, Quasar, and Smashing Pumpkins are back. Panopticon. Great. The Celestials, Violet Rays, My Love is 4 chords. 1 Diamond, I Know He Likes Baseball. Pinwheels, Oceania, Pale Horse, and Thorzine. I have a little Thorzine mixed in with that. The Chimera, Who Said Guitar-Driven Songs Were Finished. Glissandra, Inkless, Wildflower. 9 Monuments to an Elegy, and 14 Tiberius, the sleeve art is great. Being Beige. Anais, One and All, We Are, Run to Me, Drum and Fife, Monument, Darien, Antihero, and then Shiny, Oh So Bright, Volume 1, No Past, No Future, No Sun, in 18. Hokey intro, It's Halloween. First song is not wonderful. Number 2 is not either. I think we're done. Adios, pumpkin ears.